This summer is going to be full of insane UFC bouts that many fans are super excited about. Sadly, someone has to win and someone has to lose, meaning a title is going to be given away or kept. We don't know the outcomes of these fights, but someone might be at risk here. So stay tuned to today's video to find out if your favorite UFC champion is at risk of dropping their title this summer. First up, Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka, 21% favorability for champion. In this first match of the summer and of this video, Teixeira is going to be defending his title against Prochazka. Prochazka is very unpredictable and dangerous fighter for anyone, but especially Teixeira. Sadly, out of every title fight over the summer, this is the one with the most unfavorable outcome for the champion. We all know that Glover doesn't back down from a fight and is going to give everyone a really entertaining fight against his new opponent. But not many are actually expecting the champion to pull off the win here. He really needs to get this fight onto the floor, otherwise Yuri is just going to destroy him with ease. However, we have seen Glover get knocked down and get back up for the win, so he could actually pull it off, but we will wait and see. Prochazka is just insane and highly unpredictable. He has given many opponents in the past some real trouble getting to knock him out, but he just keeps adapting and getting better at the sport. We know that Glover might be able to pull this off, but it's highly unlikely. What do you think about this matchup? Let us know down in the comment section below. Next, Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes, 26% favorability for champion. Originally at UFC 269, we saw Pena create one of the biggest upsets of all time when she beat Nunes by submission. Nunes wants another go at Pena, and many are wondering if Pena can pull off something similar for a second time. If you watch their first fight over again, it seems like Nunes was destroying Pena in the first round. The second round saw her strikes get weaker but still affect Pena. She stuck around until Nunes gassed out and went in for the kill with her insane offense. For Nunes to take this rematch, she would only do it if she was hungry and wanted to prove something. As long as her cardio holds up and she paces herself better, I believe she has a great chance of winning her title back. We know that Pena will come out swinging and we know her cardio won't be a problem, but can she weather the storm again? Or will she try to take Nunes down early and tire her out? That is entirely possible. However, I think we will get a well-prepared Nunes, who won't get gassed, and if that's the case, we have a double champ once again. And now, Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway, 57% favorability for champion. It looks like Volkanovski is trying to carry on his current 11-0 UFC run as he enters his third fight with Holloway. This is the trilogy fight of the summer and fans are extremely hyped up for it all. Their last fight was very close and it looks like this one might be as well. Both have been training incredibly hard for their next bout with one another and we cannot wait to see it. Holloway is the hardest person in the current division for Volkanovski to beat, yet he has done it twice already. Is he going to be able to get it done a third time? What do you think? Since his second loss to Volkanovski, Holloway bounced back and looked incredible against Calvin Kattar and Yair Rodriguez. Holloway showed tremendous levels of striking and volume in both fights that would give any opponent problems. Do I think this has the best chance for an upset? No. But can I see it happening? Yes. This will be an extremely competitive fight, especially if we get the same Holloway that fought Kattar. The final bout we are talking about today is Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier, with a 61% favorability for the champion. The final fight in this video is the one we are the most excited about, and that's Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier. This is easily one of, if not the most hyped fight of the summer for many because Adesanya is incredibly popular in the sport and online. He is a dominant fighter in the middleweight division and has sat with champs for a while now. He has been vocal about accepting any fight that comes his way, and it seems like he has a new challenger with Cannonier. This is going to be the most favorable matchup Adesanya has had in a long time, and they are both very stylistic fighters, making this even better. Cannonier has some insane power, but he doesn't seem to be much of a threat to someone like Adesanya in any other area. The knockout potential here is high, but as long as Adesanya can outstyle and move his opponent, he's going to be fine. Cannonier needs to get this fight to the ground, otherwise Adesanya is just going to destroy him hit by hit. It's a dangerous fight for both men, but it's going to be interesting seeing what happens either way. Adesanya has a massive fan base all over the internet because of his nerdy nature, so we are super excited to see him fight once again. Are you excited about this one? Let us know down below. And now stay tuned for some more fighting news and information from the last few weeks. Next, did you know that there is a Conor McGregor copycat in Ukraine? Conor McGregor is one of the the most iconic and influential UFC fighters and even athletes of all time. He is just massive, even in 2022 where he isn't as active as he once was. Since his rise to fame, some have tried to copy him. McGregor was known for his distinct fighting style and of course his words in the octagon. He has a very loud mouth and even had to be held back from saying certain things a few times in his career. One of the biggest so-called copycats in recent years has been Askar Mosharraf. He was having a very hard time moving into the world of mainstream MMA and needed to do something to stand out. He started to copy McGregor a little bit in the way he acted. He fought nothing like the champion, but he started to act like him in his likeness as well. Recently, he went a little too far and people are calling him out for it. Despite trying to copy McGregor, his recent fight didn't go well at all, and he ended up losing to a TKO loss against Alonzo Menefield. What do you think about Askar supposedly copying McGregor's tattoos? Let us know down in the comment section below. To us, it seems like he is very much copying the fighter, even if he does just like that type of tattoo. Everyone takes some inspiration when it comes to new tattoos, but this one might have gone just a little bit too far. What do you think? Finally, Logan Paul wants to enter the octagon against who? Recently, Jake Paul has been talking a lot about wanting to get into the UFC and fight some big names, but his brother Logan hasn't really spoken much about his brother or himself entering the sport. Logan has gone from boxing to recently being a part of the WWE. He has his first match against the Mysterio family and it went super well. Regardless of how fans feel about Paul beating Mysterio, the fighting was great and Logan was super good at his moves and playing the part. Now that Logan has done the WWE and boxing, he's been talking about the UFC. He has no beef with anyone in the sport, but said he would love to fight against Paddy Pimblett. Pimblett has been trashing Jake for a long time now, and it would be awesome to see Logan fight him before his brother. There wouldn't be beef between the two, and it would just be great to see. Logan had a lot of nice things to say about Paddy and clearly respects him a whole lot. He spoke about how young and great he was and how he is rising up quickly. It would be a cool fight in our eyes. What do you think? Let us know down in the comment section below what you think of this possible matchup. It would be insane. And that's the end of today's video. The UFC just seems to get crazier and crazier. We have some crazy stories from these past few weeks and it looks like things are just getting started. Hopefully the sport is getting back on its feet after a rough few months, especially after last year. If things are going well, it could be a great year for the UFC and its fighters. With Logan and Jake Paul possibly entering the UFC this year, there should be more and more fans heading over to the sport and becoming a part of the community. If the boxing community can be accepting of these new fans, the UFC community can as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comment section below. It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye!